Hi YouTubers, just a quick update on what I've been up to over the last week. Well, I've based and completed my first set of line infantry for the French. Really pleased how they've come up. Since looking back over the line, I can see there's a few bits and pieces that I need to just touch up and change. And for example, I wasn't aware about the bubbles on the hats, so I painted them all red. And as you can see, I've just gone back and I painted one light blue. So I've got to go back and visit them all and put their particular unit colours on their hats. So that's something new that I've learnt in relation to black powder. Also, I was also under the impression that it was like one unit, but when you look at it, this is made up of a different sections. So you've got the grenadier section at the end. With their bear skins, and they wear red plumes and red epaulets. Then you go along into your fusiliers, your line infantry. You've got a nice colonel there, which is from Warlord games. Then this I had a few Victrix figures left over, because one of the things with Victrix is you do get a lot of figures in your box. So so what I did is I made a not a standard, but almost like a guard to the main standard. So that's focused. That's So that's him. So piece of bit of reading. Someone said about the red flag. Again, not sure how historically accurate that is. It looks nice, but yeah, it's a new era, and I think anybody new to Neopolionics, I think it's more of a vocation rather than a game, because there's a lot of blues and reds and white paint, but it is very satisfying to sort of look at the whole line laid out on the table. And right at the end, I've got the Voltiers, which I think is, I pronounced that right this time. And at the front, a couple of skirmishers. So they're a mixture of Perry and Victrix, because I did find a box of Perry French and a box of Perry British on YouTube, on eBay, that were quite reasonably priced, so I picked them up, and I've already based up the French. There was enough to make another quite a big line of French, so I'm really pleased with that. And also my flags have come from G&B Games, so I've got a couple of local regiments, which I think I may have mentioned in the last video, but I'm looking forward to doing them up. I've got the 32nd Cornwall, which are just itching to get out of the box and be painted, but I'll have to wait until the French are done. Next up is more line infantry, and then I've got a box of Victrix old grenadiers to do. Again, really looking forward to those. I've seen some great video clips or YouTube clips recently from various people on the net showing their old guard, and they look really fabulous. So I'm really pleased and looking forward to doing those. So that's it really. Any comments, anything that you think I could change, touch on? There's a few bits, a bit more piping, bits and pieces like that. But overall, they're a tabletop standard. They're pretty good. I'm pleased with them. You can see they're French, which is good. I mean, I've got a few straps that just need finishing off that I've looked at on the grenadiers. A bit of black lining on that unit, and again I want to change the pom-poms. I might just get the washes out and see what I can do with some washes and just sort of bring them up a little bit. But overall, for my first French unit, really pleased. I've never painted Neopolionics before, apart from the Black Watch. Mainly done science fiction and World War II gaming, so this has been a nice change. And you know, as I've seen on various different videos, people do say it's addictive with Neopolionic era, and also sort of doing a lot of reading about the battles. You had to be a certain type of character to stand there and while the enemy chucked cannonballs at you, or you were stood not far apart and just kept firing until your troops were you had more troops than them. So yeah, difficult times, and you know, you got to think how brave some of these guys were, just to stand there and take it. But overall, really pleased. So until next time, and thanks for watching.